you're watching a video tutorial on how to crochet this top. This video is in collaboration with PACIFICALLY. Please click the video link to watch her video. Also, the link to her channel and her other social media sites are in the description box below. Alrighty, on with the tutorial. For this project, I am using a 5mm hook and yarn from the brand Lion Brand. The first thing that I'm going to make is the cup. So first, make a slip knot, then chain a chain of only 5, then go back on that chain using a single crochet. If you are completely new to crochet and are unfamiliar with the stitches, I will link a Crocheting for Beginners video in the description box below. So once you reach the end of that first row, you're going to chain 1, then flip it over. Then you're going to continue single crocheting your way back to the end of the row. However, you're not going to chain 1 and flip it over again. Once you reach the end, you're actually going to single crochet 3 times into one stitch. By single crocheting 3 times into that one stitch, you're making a point. This bottom part is going to be the base of the cup, and this is going to be the point. So that's why you need to single crochet 3 times into one stitch. Otherwise, you'd make a rounded cup. And after you've created those 3 single crochets in the very same stitch, you're just going to continue down to the other side with single crochet. And the motion is going to be the same throughout the entire project. You're just going to crochet up, single crochet 3 times, then crochet down, then crochet up, single crochet 3 times, then crochet down, single crochet 3 times, and you're just going to continue with this until you're happy with the cup size. And as you can tell, it took me a number of rows to create this cup size. But as you can see, all I did was crochet up. Once I reached the point, I crocheted 3 single crochets in one spot, then crochet down, then back up, and that's all I did. And once I reached the last row, I just cut off the yarn ball and left the last loop. And after that, I created my second cup by doing the exact same thing. After I completed my second cup, it was time to attach them. So all I did was grab my hook, put it through both loops, then grab the yarn that's attached to the yarn ball and make I would say a slip knot from that. Just basically bring them together. And after they're attached, it was time to make the design in the middle, and to do that, all I did was chain 4, then slip stitch into that last stitch right before the cup. Then I made 2 single crochets along the cup, 1 and 2. Then I created another 4 chains, and after I created those chains, I slip stitched into the first loop that I made in the first row. And after that, I'm going to chain 4 more chains and then slip stitch into the stitch that is right before the cup. So you're going to continue with that pattern. Basically, you're going to add 1 more loop than the previous row. As you see here, the first row had 1 loop, the second row is going to have 2 loops, and then after you complete this second row, you're going to single crochet along the cup twice, and then create 3 loops in that third row. And just for clarification, a loop is 4 chains and then a slip stitch that equals 1 loop. So as I continue on all the way to the top of the cups, I'm going to be adding 1 loop per row. So I'm going to always have 1 more loop than the previous row. And now that I'm at the top, I'm going to complete my very last loop. Then I'm just going to single crochet along the cup just to make it even, because I'm done making the loops in between the cups, and now I'm going to start making the loops above the cups. So single crochet your way to the top of the cup, then continue creating loops all along the row, and once you've reached the end, you're going to be on the other cup. And what I did to even it out is once I reached the actual cup part, I just single crocheted my way to the top, and then I crocheted 4 chains, flipped it over, then I skipped that first loop and went into that second loop, and then continued on with the loop making. And this is going to create that halter shape. It's going to make it more triangular than just square. So that's why you have to skip that first loop. So every time you reach the end, you're going to chain 4, then skip a loop, then slip stitch into that second loop, then create normal loops until you reach the end, and repeat. Now that I'm happy with the size of my halter top, I'm going to single crochet all along it, all where my finger is. Single crochet all the way down here, a couple rows here because it's uneven. Then I'm going to come over here and single crochet my way back up here. As you can tell, that's exactly what I did. I started from the top, went across, went down the left, made a couple rows of single crochet at the bottom just to even it out, then went back up the right, and now I'm here again, and I'm just going to make the strap, which is basically a chain of about 40 or 50, and once I'm done with that, I go back using a slip stitch. And after that, I single crochet my way along the top of the halter top to the other side to make my other strap and do the exact same thing. And I single crochet my way down to this point, make a strap, then across to this point and make a strap. And after I've created all the straps, I was done with the top. Woohoo! And that's the end of the tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it. Please give this video a thumbs up if you did, and also click that red subscribe button if you have not already, so I can see you later. Bye!